Wanji? Hey. Yes, he's on.
The audio signal for this video. Comment section, please confirm if you can pick the audio. Very good evening, dear viewers. Welcome aboard to this match, which will be the 5th that I'm streaming live out of 10 that have been played so far in this 22-man as well as 8-woman comp that is happening here at Roxbury Chiwanga Trading Center in Kampala. This one will be the last competition before the Uganda national team will be flying out to South Africa to participate in the African Ultimate Pool Championships coming up this coming week, to be exact on Monday the 13th of October. And today the 9th of October, Uganda's Independence Day, is the Roxbury Independence Comp. On table is one of the matches that will be the first in the second round, which is the round of last 16 between two of Uganda's better players in Caesar Chandiga donning black and Habib Sebguzi donning that very dark blue, racing to 5 in not more than 50 minutes and playing ultimate rules. And the number of frames played so far is 3. This one is the 4th. The scoreboard on the top left of your screen does have the scores for Habib in red on the left, for Caesar in green on the right, racing to 5. There goes the miss by Caesar. There goes the chance by Habib to grant himself opportunity to play equalizing frame for the first time since the start of action, because he lost the first 2 frames, won the next, and here he seemingly is on the verge perhaps of winning this ongoing frame, which will be an equalizing frame. The comp is sponsored almost entirely by Roxbury. So the entire team of Roxbury, the team that are the Ugandan League champions, but also the team that are the Q Masters International Carnival winners, are based here. This is where they train. This is where they play their home matches. On two tables is where this competition is. The team that has Ibra's team captain, the likes of Kasozi Joseph, Hazard Lokoma, Ian Kazibe, Simon Ola, the computer Arnold, they are all in participation. But then the likes of Habib, and then about 15 other players, including Moses Omara, of course, Amos, Mark Mochivi, but most especially Caesar Chandiga. He may want to come and humiliate them here right in front of their fans and their bosses. Now Habib, right in front of the crowd, online and at the venue, is playing equalizing frame against Caesar, who did start perhaps as some kind of favorite for the match, but for now it won't matter. It's Habib versus the black. It is him who equalizes, and after 4 frames of play, it is now Habib 2 and Caesar 2. There is some kind of round of applause from the fans and management team of Roxbury. Maybe they are fancying Habib. 2-2, race to 5. From wherever you are watching, hopefully you are getting entertained. The stream that is on 2 platforms, Break and Finish Live Facebook, as well as Peter Chobe Live YouTube, with a vertical YouTube stream, a diagonal Facebook stream, both of them sharing the same commentary. Now in the match, both the players are sharing the same exact number of frames won in terms of the scoreboard so far. Playing ultimate rules, a Ugandan style. This one is the 3rd competition in the country that is being organized in these same rules. The first 2 were Super 8-man competitions organized by the ATA. Seems like Caesar is in the mood. He's just coming back from a tournament lost. Yet he had 2 lives, losing both of them in respective finals of the winners and losers brackets to Hazard and Kasozi respectively. Now those 2 players, Hazard and Kasozi, okay, not very friendly in real life, but teammates at club level. This is their venue, both are around, and there is chance that perhaps, yes, you may just never know. If Caesar wins this match, which is still an if, I am only assuming perhaps because of the fact that he's just about to lead by 3 frames to 2. As the aim is for the black as he shoots it, as he now sinks it in, leading again. He could face one of them. Oh, perhaps none. He can't face any. No, he could face Kasozi in the semifinals if both players get thus far. He cannot face Ian or Ibra Kayanja or Hazard anywhere in the match unless it is the final. That is, unless he gets there against either of them. 3-2 Caesar leads, racing to 5. Here comes the break of frame number 6. It looks dry. Remember, in these rules, there have to be at least 3 balls crossing the imaginary center of the table. If not 3 balls potted, or 1 potted and 2 crossing, or vice versa, something of the sort. And Habib does get to close, opting to go for the yellows and closing the table. Habib now officially on the yellows. Our umpire is Farida Nachide. She's deciding this time to give herself a break from being an article and on-table umpire. This time only doing some roaming as she takes some rest, some breather. No harm in that. Also no harm in Habib's pattern. He has been playing pretty well so far. He was down by 2 frames to 1 against Computer Habib, but then got to win the last 4 frames in a row. Not even using all of the 50 minutes, but winning quite comfortably. He may have to do something similar if he is to stand any kind of chance of defeating Caesar in what will be a rare good result for Habib against Caesar. Welcome to the stream, and which thank you for watching. Levy Jones. You're saying it is two balls which cross the center. That is in black ball. We are, however, playing international 8-ball rules. It has to be 3. So the break has to be big. Habib's ability to find the yellow off the cushion as a totally snookered ball must be big. He needs to play off 2 cushions, goes for power. It is a foul. However, Caesar, it is a foul. Yes, it is. And Caesar now can have the cue ball in hand, placing it anywhere on the bed of the table. Normally, some players like to have a cue ball for the would-be bad ball on the table to be played first, and hopefully for them, go for a clearance to go another frame in the bag. Khalifa Fikire, thank you for watching from Mzansi. Romeo Edwin, thank you for watching. Striker Tuna Machina, welcome to the Facebook stream. You are watching Caesar, perhaps making a clearance that will give him a 4 frames to 2 lead. Now with 4 reds on the table, all of them positioned so well as positioned is the black. The 40 seconds within which every shot has to be taken is a lot of time, especially for a frame looking this easy for players of this level. He will draw the cue ball backwards and will be having the easiest black to pot as he increases his lead by now 2 frames from 1. It is Caesar 4 and Habib 2. It's 3 frames to go. Habib must win them all or else exit the competition. The players are racking the balls by themselves. Caesar has just made sure that the rack is as tight can be. That is the purpose of that observation, and ensuring that black is spotted right at its black spot. And the break is, however, dry. Legal though, And you just get a feeling that Habib will be going for the yellows with no time taken. And in this case, he gets to close the table playing the yellows, also playing the cue ball in 2, the one and only dead of the 6 yellows that were left on the table. And he has now potted it as well, granting himself cue ball to put another yellow with ease to the corner pocket top right, where there is another yellow packed right by that corner pocket. It was looking more and more that perhaps Habib was winning the ongoing frame by a reverse dish. It may be changing a little bit because he has gotten himself at least partially snookered, has a sight of only one of the yellows, and not full sight it is. Plays the little part that he has sight of, and of course he was not going to score. What could be risky for Habib is if the racing position of the cue ball can grant Caesar a relatively easy opportunity to play a red on target. If he does, it will be unlikely that Habib will be playing again in the frame. Caesar does go for the back and puts the cue ball instead. It is a foul, a standard foul. It is. Habib now having the cue ball in hand can place it anywhere. But it is one visit. He wants to put a yellow. He's looking at to the corner pocket. Bottom left, cue ball bouncing off the cushion such that he can put even another yellow, the one that is leftwards of the 2, to the same corner pocket. It is a miss. In the end of the day, the ball got in as though it thought about the option of getting in or not. Then it made up its mind to get in. There's a little bit of imbalance of energy in the shot he has just played. He needed to play the remaining yellow, try to put it to the center pocket on the left. We have just witnessed Habib equalizing. He does have a chance to take down Caesar. Last time I remember Habib defeating Caesar in a comp was the Pool Association of Uganda Grand Open Championship at the end of the year. That was 2002, perhaps the first tournament after the return of Caesar from Zambia. For Habib, There has been a void break, and believe you me, in ultimate rules, if there hadn't been another ball potted on the break, Habib would have won the frame. It would have been a golden break, and he would have won the match. However, he still can win the match as long as he can make a clearance of now these 6 yellows plus the black. And there he goes. And last action involving the players in competition before flying out of the country. Habib came short in the qualifiers. He was number 9 out of 12. Number of players needed to be on the Uganda Airlines flight was 8. He may want to pay revenge on some of the players who gave him those goosebumps in the qualifiers, including Caesar, who defeated him. And there he is. Still possible, yes, realistically possible that he could finish this frame and take Caesar out of the competition. It will be the first time in a long while that Caesar is losing a second competition in 2 days without reaching the final. It doesn't happen that often, most especially locally in the country. Perhaps there is a mastery of the rules by the rest of the players, and not just the Scorpion, despite the fact that he's one Ugandan that has played 2 international ultimate pool championships prior to this week, where he is playing a second as well. He was part of the African pool championships in Tangier, Morocco last year. He lost out in the round of last 64 to the British star Chris Melling. He also participated in the European Ultimate Pool Championships about 2 months ago. For Habib, this is the very first championship in which he's participating in Ultimate Pool, and is in the second round, has taken down one national team player, Simon Nubula, the computer. Could be on the verge of taking down a second, perhaps even a better player. That was tense to both the fans of Caesar and Habib. You even think Habib may have intended to play not to pot. After all, he would still have gotten himself snookered had he potted. Maybe he simply wanted to occupy the center pocket fully with his yellow ball to try and make it difficult for Caesar to pass either of his reds. There is, however, space between that yellow and the jaw of that center pocket on the left for Caesar to pass his red direct or off the yellow. It's looking a little tricky for the Scorpion, only because of one of the reds that is frozen, almost frozen against the cushion at the bottom left end of the table. That's why he's playing top spin. Maybe he used a little bit too much energy. The cue ball bounced off the cushion and moved a little further rightwards than he would have wanted. Still has a chance of recovering by rolling that yellow with that red with the sharp cut right against the rail to try and put it, which he is doing. The cue ball is having, in my opinion, is natural. If he were to put the red, he's looking out to the center pocket on the left. White will be natural for the second red to the center pocket on the right, which will perhaps guarantee him victory of the match. With a little bit of distance from the red, the easier shot, perhaps the more effective one, is to the corner pocket instead bottom right, because it guarantees him white ball. For black to the corner pocket top left, just like that. The rest will always be at this level, a formality. And the frame is gone, Habib is gone. Caesar will be qualifying for the quarterfinals very tensely competitive the match was, also very entertaining. You just do give it to Habib for the very good fight he gave to Caesar. He, however, came short, blundering in the decider. Final score: Habib 4 and Caesar 5.